Social media have seen its fair share of people doing anything for some fame, whether it's them playing a character or acting dumb on purpose for interactions, regardless of what they choose. The constant theme is that they are playing a character, but one man in particular isn't acting, and this is really his life. If you have been on TikTok or some type of social media for long enough, you most likely have come across this man, most likely a funny clip of Daniel saying nonsense or doing something funny. You may have even written this off as satire, but the truth behind Daniel Larson is confusing and disturbing. Before we get into this, I want to preface this. Daniel Larson is mentally ill and almost never at a level mindset. Daniel has autism, most likely has schizophrenia, and honestly probably has more mental illnesses than that. At some points in this video, you will likely laugh at some of the stupid things Daniel has done, and I will make a couple of jokes here and there to lighten the mood, but I want to make sure everyone who watches this knows this isn't to mock Daniel. Daniel, as you will see, has suffered from people taking jokes too far, thinking it's okay because it seems like a joke. With this being said, let's start with the beginning of Daniel Larson's story. On November 15th, 1998, Daniel Larson was born. Daniel as a kid was abused multiple times by his mother up until he got placed into foster care, specifically the Tennyson Center for Children in Colorado, for about 3 years until his grandmother gained guardianship over Daniel. In fact, there is a segment in the local Colorado news of this foster home that features Daniel Larson.
The Tennyson Center for Children has become one of the Rocky Mountain region's leading treatment centers for emotionally and crisis-affected children, particularly those suffering from abuse and neglect.
Daniel's life would go smoothly up until July 24th, 2019, when Daniel's grandmother passed away due to cancer in Oakland, California. With his caretaker being out of the picture, a good friend of Larson's grandma by the name of Bob Proctor would assume guardianship over Daniel, but unfortunately, things would not go as smoothly as with his grandma. Daniel actually publicly stated in a TikTok that Bob Proctor was his mentor and helped him fund his music career. The start of his quote-unquote music career was a rap beat he rapped over titled Gang Life, which is posted on his YouTube.
Pull her like a lasso, a nut on her face, turn that shit into a Picasso.
Obviously, Daniel is a certified superstar celebrity, and he acts like this in the first couple of TikToks he uploaded. He believed he was so famous. In fact, on July 14, 2020, Daniel Larson announced that he would run for president.
This is Daniel Larson. I am planning on running for president in the future. If you think that that's a good idea, please click the thumbs up.
Unfortunately, trolls now following Daniel Larson tried to convince him that he was a legitimate candidate for presidency, even going as far as calling Daniel Mr. President. The trend of his followers taking things too far and trolling him would only get worse from here, but for now, we enter the fog era. Fast forwarding to the 14th of November, Daniel posts a new TikTok asking people to wish him happy birthday. In this video, you can't clearly see Daniel due to his phone having some type of problem with the camera. Larson fans have coined this the fog era after numerous comments telling Larson the problems with his front camera. The followers of Larson realize that Daniel isn't even aware this is happening, causing the fans to want to troll him. Recognizing this, one of Daniel's fans tricks him by posing as a fake record label by simply taking a record label's name. Daniel gets tricked into saying publicly on a TikTok that he loves Club Penguin. Clearly that's not what he said, but for purposes of not getting this video taken down, whenever I have to bring up the first letters of Club Penguin, this is what I'm referencing.
Hello everyone, this is Daniel Larson. I love C.
Although this now marks the end of the fog era, there is still a lot that happened between Daniel's next arc.
So up to this point, nothing that bad happens other than that, right? Well, no.
On November 20th, 2020, Daniel's Pinterest account was found, and it was very concerning to say the least. On his Pinterest, Daniel had a list of pins titled Girl Crushes that featured singer Grace VanderWaal, which at the time was 16 years old, with even more posts of her when she was younger. Also on his page was a map of the United States and each state's age of consent. Shortly after this, Pinterest would be deleted, followed up by a TikTok from Larson claiming that the Pinterest was in fact his and that he was sorry. Obviously this didn't work well to stop his fans from hating on him, so he tried claiming that he was hacked. Although somehow some believed him, it was shortly discovered that he had liked YouTube videos of underage girls and would also do at them on TikTok. Daniel's excuse was that they were also hacked by someone by the name of Fine Dining. This excuse is absolutely terrible because of the fact that he posted a TikTok claiming this.
In the past, I used to use pictures of girls and masturbate to them.
So clearly, these explanations didn't work well. After that incident, Daniel for the next couple of months dodged the pedo allegations by trying to act dumb.
Telling me of some type of social platform called Pinterest? Huh. I wonder what type of printer it uses.
Other than the random TikToks, nothing really happens until April 2021, when Daniel posts a TikTok doing jumping jacks in tribute to Black Lives Matter.
This is for Blake Shelton and Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Daniel does his jumping jacks multiple times during this time, again doing them for George Floyd.
This is for George Floyd. Rest in peace. Black Lives Matter.
Unfortunately, Daniel Larson, most likely being manipulated by a quote-unquote manager, started to believe that the George Floyd riots was because of him, prompting him to make a series of TikToks begging the public to stop while also doing his jumping jacks.
Hello everyone, this is Daniel Larson. Please stop burning cars and houses and buildings in Los Angeles. I am appalled at what you guys are doing, my own fans.
Now in May 2021, Daniel Larson posted a TikTok shouting out EDP 445.
Hello, this is Daniel Larson. I just wanted to shout out the YouTuber EDP 445. I am sorry for the allegations against you. I am sorry. We are in this together. I have been there too. I hope we could possibly collaborate in the future. Please stay tuned for my upcoming events.
If you don't know already, EDP 445 has been caught trying to meet up with underage children. I'm only mentioning this for a later part of the video. This now moves us on to the start of what Larson fans would call it, the headset arc. In this new arc in the Daniel Larson story, Daniel is wearing a comically large headset while posting most of his videos. Daniel Larson, after still recovering from the Pinterest getting exposed, does something arguably worse, now known as the May 6th incident. The day starts with Daniel Larson going live to do a concert that was only playing through his headset so no one else could hear it. So far it sounds like classic Daniel Larson posts.
Well, later in the day, Daniel announced at 7 p.m. he would go on TikTok Live and quote, audition for an adult film.
Unfortunately for the viewers, he wasn't lying. Daniel exposed himself to his audience before quickly getting banned on TikTok. Daniel, in the coming days, returns on another account, claiming he was once again hacked. Daniel then on TikTok claims that Flexburger, a supposed former manager, convinced Daniel to expose himself. Flexburger was also supposedly the one who leaked Daniel's Pinterest. Flexburger once again leaks an audio of Daniel Larson saying very disturbing things to Sky Brown, a skateboarder who was 12 at the time. Daniel once again apologizes on TikTok for the things he said.
Hello, this is Daniel Larson. I just wanted to say sorry to Sky Brown for the recent allegations. Please stay tuned.
Flexburger then posed as an underage fan and texted Daniel similar to a sting op. Daniel of course fell for this, saying some extremely disturbing things. After this, Daniel decides to initiate a lockdown, threatening to send the FBI on Flexburger.
Because of what Flexburger posted, we are going on lockdown. Everybody, we are going on lockdown. Stay tuned for what happens next. And Flexburger on YouTube and TikTok, you are a for exposing me. We are calling the Denver Police Department and reporting you. The FBI will be coming to your house.
Going back to the pedo allegations, Daniel, while in a Zoom call with fans, claims that if he were president, he would legalize pedophilia.
We make pedophilia illegal or legal?
So, it's kind of interesting. That's a very good point. In my opinion, if underage can actually do with the consent of parents, if, they do it the right way.
This is a topic we're going to get to later in the video, so the timeline is easier to follow. Also, from now on, I'm only going to cover things if they're important to the story because of how much goes on with Daniel's life.
Starting on May 12, 2021, Daniel starts going on a whole spiral obsessing over singer Grace VanderWaal. Daniel posted a video saying he was going to collaborate with Grace, then went on to start telling people in public that he and Grace were dating.
We're going to be dating, and we would like the message to be spread.
If you think that's weird, wait until you see this clip of Daniel moaning for Grace.
This message is for Grace.
Daniel then goes live on TikTok saying they broke up and then quickly apologizes for the sexual videos he posted. Daniel would also frequently go onto Grace's videos and comment multiple times in strange ways where his die-hard fans would comment Larson.
It doesn't even stop there. Daniel would now beg fans for information on Grace, believing that her family is denying information to him, which he then goes on to post a video mourning the deaths of Grace and Dace VanderWaal, where he apologizes for sending pictures of his you-know-what to Grace as well as texting minors with sexual intent.
I admit to sexting minors and sexting Grace and sending Grace a dick pic. I'm sorry for putting Grace through so much stress that she takes her own life and has a heart attack. Her last words to me was, Daniel, I look up to you.
After this incident, Daniel realizes that Grace isn't dead and continues on his spiels about her until Grace's mother DMs Daniel with this message. Stop saying my daughter's name. Stop saying you are in a relationship with her. You are scaring her and our family. Everything you have said and done has been in your own mind. You need to access some mental health support and stop harassing my daughter. I have contacted the authorities and will continue to press the issue if you don't stop making disturbing videos. Your followers have harassed my daughter long enough. Stop. To which Daniel responds with, I understand. I'm ending my life tonight. Obviously, Daniel didn't actually do this. As you will see throughout his videos, the common theme for Daniel is his constant obsession with Grace. This won't be the last time he mentions her. Ending out the headset arc, Daniel would release his first official song titled Roaring Thunder. Daniel, funny enough, is actually able to perform this song at an open mic in front of an audience. Ending the headset era, we now move to a more infamous arc in the Daniel Larson story, the Mohawk Arc. Daniel starts this new era by giving himself a mohawk and claiming to be homeless in Los Angeles. Shortly after, his care advisors transported him back to Colorado and sent him to St. Francis Mental Hospital in Colorado Springs. After getting out, Daniel started posting videos about his hatred for the police while going back to his jumping jacks.
In this era, Daniel starts to show major signs of schizophrenia by stating in multiple videos that Tony Soprano is outside his house trying to kill him. Also, Daniel states that he is getting prosecuted by someone by the name of Goldberg Shackelstein. If that isn't weird enough, in the beginning of 2022, Daniel then posts a TikTok claiming that Grace VanderWaal is pregnant with the child of her grandfather, Donald Trump. Okay, hold on. What the actual fuck? It doesn't even stop there. Also, he claims that Grace is receiving death threats by Joe Biden. Yeah, alright, that checks out. At this time, Daniel is housed in an apartment by his care advisor that would go visit him 3 times a week. Daniel again messes up another opportunity by posting TikToks of holes in the wall and a broken television. Daniel claims that he was threatened by someone to do this. This is confirmed by a user known as Lootbox Productions, as he posted on the Daniel Larson subreddit. Someone is spamming him, telling him to post a bunch of videos with threats. Whoever it is, you need to stop. He is now at risk of losing housing. If you are trolling him, you are a disgusting human being. Daniel went on to lose housing because of these trolls.
Shortly after, Daniel sends a message to Quandale Dingle.
This is a message to Quandale Dingle. Please stop messaging me. Go to hell.
Okay, I know I said I was only going to add things if they were important, but I just had to add this in there.
Later that year, Daniel speaks at a Roe v. Wade protest due to it being open mic.
A very minor case of autism. I'm very well spoken, but I never used to be able to come out to crowds like this and be able to talk like this and be myself. So I'm actually out here right now because I'm in a current lawsuit, court case, because my life is at risk. And I'm going to explain why that happened. I'm going to explain exactly why that happened. So, because of my autism, my grandmother passed away of cancer in 19. And I wanted to be a singer. I was always performing when I was younger, not at a professional level. I've always wanted to also run for politics and become president of the United States. So I'm 23 years old. This is only the beginning of my career. But I'm gonna say about 5 minutes, maybe less. I'm hoping it's less. But this is a very, very serious situation. Because of my autism, I live in a disability housing service in the state of Colorado. And I went onto social media about 3 years ago, said I wanted to become a singer. That's all I said. I made it public. I started doing about 3 or 4 covers, and it took social media by storm. And I want to say within 6 months, I was gaining per week 20 million views on social media per week. And now here I am, 3 years later at 600 million views and a lawsuit that could put my life at risk. So I came out here because I want this heard. When I was in disability services and I was trying to get myself heard on social media, I had somebody that claimed to be a record label reach out to me. And they gave me a contract. And it said Sony Music. And I'm going to be serious. It was a real contract. The issue is I didn't know that they got it straight off of online. Like, you could just go online and look up Sony Music contracts and find something. What ended up happening is they wanted me to go on to TikTok Live. I went on to TikTok Live, started my platform. That was around the time when I was gaining about 20 million views per week. During this entire time, when I was getting the 20 million views per week, that so-called management, which I later found out was fake, they ended up getting me to go onto TikTok Live and go completely nude on live. And at the time, there was 3,000 people. 3,000 people in that live. And it went worldwide viral. Worldwide viral. And it kind of ruined my career because at the time, I was really inspired by a singer named Grace Vanderwall. And at the time, I was around 18 years old. And I wanted to collaborate musically. Of course, I don't know if that's in my future anymore. I'm fighting for a chance now. But basically the reason on why I went nude on social media, and I'm going to try to make this as short as possible, is I was told by this fake management that I was to go nude. It was like an audition for a porn, like a regular adult porn shoot that was going to help my career blow up. They said it would give me tons of views and it would help me out.
This video resulted in some of the best quotes from Daniel, including, "Because of my autism, my grandmother passed away from cancer." Since it was a Roe v. Wade protest, you might wonder how Daniel stands on pro-life or pro-choice. A fan asked him this in a comment, to which Daniel responded with, "Thank you for your support." Later that month, Daniel claims to be homeless again, following up with him at the hospital, telling his viewers he had gotten trench foot. Daniel's next major interaction happened with Bob Proctor when they both got into a fight when Daniel was in Bob's car. I'm gonna play this clip of the altercation. This clip is very lengthy, so just bear with me here.
Get out of my car, Daniel! No! Get the hell out of my car! God damn! Get out of my car!
No, you don't understand. You don't. Stop!
Get
It's
out of
not
my
my
car!
fault. It's not my fault. It's
Get
not
out of
my
my
fault.
car!
The motel. The motel
out of
just
my car.
threatened to kill me.
Get out of my car!
Stop! The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The
Get out of my
motel
car,
threatened to
Daniel.
kill me.
Get out of my car!
No.
Get out of my
No,
car,
I'm not
Daniel!
going to. I'm not going to. I'm bleeding.
Yeah, you're bleeding because you're hitting yourself.
But you
I've
don't.
got to get help. I've got to get help. I've got to call the police.
No, I'm bleeding.
I've got to
all
call
over
the
me.
police.
No, the motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
I've got to call the police. I've got to get you out of here. Yeah, you've got to get out of my car.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
And you're trying to kill me.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to
I've
kill
got
me.
to get the police here to get you out of here.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
Get out of my car.
No, you don't. I need
Get
help.
out of my car.
I need help. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
This is your last chance to get out of my car. This is your last chance. Then I'm going to call the police.
The
tell them you're
motel
beating
threatened to
me.
kill me.
And tell them you're beating me.
No, you hit me. You broke my arm.
I didn't break your fucking arm.
You grabbed me.
Yeah, because you were beating me. You sure this is what you want? I'm calling the police.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Okay.
No, you're not helping me.
After this altercation, Bob agreed to buy Daniel a plane ticket to California, which is speculated to be because of the 5150 laws California has. With Daniel going back to California, this now marks another arc in Daniel's life.
California has been a pretty big part of the Daniel Larson story. Daniel has visited California many times, recently being there back in 2021 as I briefly mentioned earlier. Shortly after getting to California, Daniel announces he's going to the hospital because he was really itchy that morning. Daniel then announces that he got scabies.
Alright, well, I'm on my way to the hospital because I woke up this morning with my body itching like hell.
If you don't know what that is, it is basically tiny mites that burrow deep into the skin, causing it to itch. Daniel most likely got this from his unhealthy living conditions, sleeping in dirty places, wearing the same clothes for weeks at a time, and Daniel almost never taking a shower. The California community actually posted pictures of Daniel Larson in concern that he would spread this disease. Daniel's scabies got so bad to the point where he scratched himself so hard he started bleeding. After going to the hospital and getting treated, Daniel finally got rid of the disease. After spending a couple more weeks in California, Daniel purchased a bus ticket to go to Las Vegas, Nevada. His reason was that he wanted to try to expand his music career and get rich. Daniel reached Las Vegas posting multiple videos on his first day there. This included Daniel taking a video with a drunk couple asking them if he could stay in their room with him. They obviously said no, causing Daniel to have to place to sleep. This caused Daniel to sleep in a casino bathroom and get kicked out by the security, causing Daniel to have a full-on breakdown.
Yo, get the fuck up off the toilet.
No, you No, you don't. You aren't gonna do
You getting stupid now? Let's go right now.
No.
Walk.
No.
Walk. Let's go.
Don't yell at me. I said don't yell at me. I said don't yell at me. I said don't yell at me. I didn't do anything.
Daniel continued to sleep in casino bathrooms after getting warned multiple times. After another time, security finally decided to trespass Daniel.
You guys are not making sense because...
Okay, I'm going to read this trespass to you, and if you do not leave, you will be arrested for trespassing.
Daniel was then told if he ever stepped foot on the property again, he would be arrested immediately. Later that week, Daniel told his followers that he would do a 2-hour live stream if he got a motel that night. Unfortunately, he didn't go live that night, and Daniel actually disappeared for weeks, causing Daniel fans to get concerned. It was almost as if Daniel had just seamlessly disappeared. So far in the Daniel Larson story, it's obvious that Daniel isn't really all there. Daniel has shown signs of schizophrenia and even more mental problems throughout his TikToks. The Daniel Larson story continues every day, and there is way more things to cover. If you would like me to make a part 2 for this video, please let me know in the comments section. And a major shout out and thanks to the creators Turkey Tom, Nick Nobody, and Kusari on YouTube for providing great information and visuals to make this video happen.
Seriously, this video would have never happened without them because of how much of Daniel's videos get wiped off the internet.
I also want to apologize for the lack of content in the last couple of weeks. I've been very busy with life, but I'm ready to come back and provide more content for you all. And seriously, thank you all for 300 subscribers. This channel is growing faster than I possibly could have imagined. If you guys have any video suggestions, please let me know. I would love to hear them. Thank you for watching.